This morning, we are seeing Hillary Clinton lash out at her critics over the assault on the U.S. Consulate in Benghazi. Nancy Cordes is in Washington with a portion of the former Secretary of State's new memoir obtained by Politico. Nancy, good morning to you.
Good morning, and this is probably the most highly anticipated section of Hillary Clinton's new book, Hard Choices, because it is the topic that Republicans will raise against her most often if she decides to run for president. It's a chapter on Benghazi, and according to Politico, which obtained or was leaked a copy of that chapter, it is 34 pages long, and in it, the former Secretary of State strikes a defiant tone about the attack and all the investigations into it, the attack that led to the deaths of 4 Americans in 2012, including the U.S. ambassador to Libya. She says in that chapter that those who exploit this tragedy over and over as a political tool minimize the sacrifice of those who served our country. And she goes on to say many of these same people are a broken record about unanswered questions, but there is a difference between unanswered questions and unlistened to answers. There's a good chance that Clinton is going to be called to testify before a new House committee that has just been formed to investigate yet again the Benghazi attacks. But she writes, and this is interesting, I will not be part of a political slugfest on the backs of dead Americans. It's just plain wrong, and it's unworthy of our great country. Those who insist on politicizing the tragedy will have to do so without me. Republicans are going to say that she's trying to get out of discussing this issue, both before Congress and on the campaign trail. But Democrats are going to see this as a kind of template for how to talk about the Benghazi attacks. In fact, the Clinton team is reportedly meeting with Democratic groups to explain her tone in the book so that everyone is on the same page. Charlie, we should note that the book Hard Choices is being published by Simon & Schuster, which is a division of CBS.
Hey, Nancy, thank you. You should note, Gail, for example, that the secretary says that some people that night were motivated by the video and others were not. She means they were motivated by 2 different things.
More to come.